Alex Caceres versus Austin Springer is a featherweight bout. Alex Caceres has judo record of 16 wins, 12 losses. Austin Springer has judo record of 12 wins, 3 losses. Alright, so Alex Caceres is currently 32 years old, and his opponent, Austin Springer, is a year older at 33 years old. Alright, so Austin Springer started his career with an amazing 8-fight win streak, with most of those wins coming by KO, which got him his shot in Titan FC, where he ended up getting his first loss by first round TKO. After that first loss, he came back in a main event spot in Prime Fighting, and ended up getting the KO victory in the 5th and final round. After that win, he ended up losing 2 fights back-to-back against Julian Erosa, who has had a pretty good UFC career so far, by second-round KO, and Bobby McKinstry by decision. Now, after those 2 losses, he came back with a third-round KO, which got him a shot on Dana White's Contender Series, where he did pretty good, as he fought a beast in Giga Chikadze, who was actually supposed to fight Caceres tonight, but Austin ended up beating Chikadze by submission in the 3rd round. Now, after that win, somehow it wasn't enough for him to get a contract, so he had one more fight outside of the UFC, which got him this fight against Caceres. Alright, so Alex Caceres started his career with 4 wins, then ended up losing 2, then 1, and then I guess that was enough to get him in the UFC somehow? But once he joined the UFC, it proved a good decision for the UFC, as Alright, so Alex Caceres started his career with 4 straight wins, then ended up losing 2, then won 1, and I guess that was enough for him to get inside the UFC. Now, once he joined the UFC, he ended up losing his first 2 fights, both by submission, but came back with a unanimous decision win. After that first win inside the UFC, he had a really close fight with Edwin Figueroa, and ended up losing the fight by split decision. After that loss, he went on a 4-fight win streak, with wins by decision and by submission, with one of the wins actually coming against Sergio Pettis. After those wins, he started to fight the big dogs, with his next fight coming against Uriah Faber in a fight where he ended up losing by submission. After that loss, he ended up losing 2 more fights by decision and first-round KO, but ended up coming back with 2 unanimous decision victories, which got him a main event shot against Yair Rodriguez, which he ended up losing the close bout by split decision. After he had another close bout for Caceres, he ended up losing yet again, this time to Jason Knight by submission in the 2nd round. After those 2 losses, he ended up getting a win, then losing a split decision, then winning a split decision, which got him a fight with an undefeated Gracie at the time in Kron Gracie, which he ended up losing by first-round submission. Now, after that loss, he came back with a 2 unanimous decision win streak, one of which was against Ben Askren's son, Chase Hooper. Alright, so, I mean, these guys are of similar age. Caceres' record, at first glance, it might just be, so bad. Come on. Not a 16-12, that just seems so bad. But considering he's been fighting some really elite competition in his whole entire career, it's inevitable he's going to have not the greatest record. Now, Austin Springer did start his career in 2007, but he retired and came back in 2013, where he really started his MMA career. And Caceres has been fighting since 2008, and he's been fighting the whole time and has racked up a lot of experience. Also, in this fight, I think Caceres' striking is probably going to be too much for Austin Springer to handle, and I think Alex Caceres is going to get the win by unanimous decision. Alright, if you agree, disagree, or have something to say, make sure to put in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to back to every single one of those comments. Make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. It's been fun, but I'm out of here.